YouTube, it's your girl Q the Queen here, bringing to you a very interesting story, sneaker related for my sneakerheads out there. So, we all have what we call grails. It's a personal preference always. Different people have different grails, or that shoe that, they basically glorify and they have to have it. And they'll probably pay whatever it takes to get it. So I have something, that falls along the lines. So, in this box right here, and for my folks that know their shoes, this is an old box right here, buddy. Let me see if I can get it in here. So, this is the Air Jordan 12, right? Old box. Okay, let me just outright and say it. In this box is a 20-year-old shoe. I'll show it to you. Alright. Got our classic sort of garbage bag, material plastic bag. Anyway. Air Jordan 12 Taxis. Now y'all, this is one of my grails. When my plug hit me up and was like, look, I have a rare size 7.5. Actually, in men's I wear a 7.5 and an 8. I mostly buy 8s because I can have a little bit more wiggle room. But anyway, this is an actual pair from 1996. All right. And when he said he had these, I was like, are you kidding me? I have to have them. And I got them from him, super stoked, super excited. And I'm still stoked and excited about them. And when he sold them to me, he was telling me, it's some flaws with it. And for those who aren't familiar with the culture, when a shoe ages, it kind of deteriorates on its own, whether you wear it or not. So it's important to keep it in the right environment. And then also to make sure you wear that joker. But anyway, so the story holds is that, I had a couple flaws. I had a couple of sort of hair thin cracks on my Jumpman tag, I want to say. But the thing is, I wore the shoe. I was so excited I wore the shoe. I wasn't thinking about the fact, okay, this is 20 years old. It might fall apart even more if I wear them. This should have been a shoe that I put in like a look-see design sort of clear box and just had it sitting up somewhere. But I wore these joints, and let me see if I can show you guys. It's like you can kind of see some cracks here. Let me make sure I can show you. So on the tab, you'll see like a couple of cracks. Got one right here, a couple right here. It's like 2, 3 almost just coming across here. And this is from actually wearing this joint, yo. I wore them and they started cracking. Now if you notice, like the sole, the outsole, as it starts going into the outsole, it looks a little salty. Now that came from age. Like that's something that just kind of happens as it gets a little old. So I was cool with that. I'm like, okay, it's kind of old. You got a little bit of like separation going on right here. A little bit more of that aging. You can see a couple more hair thin cracks right here. This other shoe though, it might actually be worse though. Yo, like it's falling apart completely, dog. Dog, you see that? Ooh, goodness. Sheesh. So this side is, yeah, you can see a couple of them, but yeah, so overall, the shoe is still in good shape. This is a 20-year-old shoe. These dropped, I want to say November or December of 1996. Okay. So for these to be this old, I mean, and they holding up like this, like I don't see myself having to have like a sole swap or anything anytime soon. But I probably won't wear them anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and cop a 2013 pair. That's the most recent one. And for those who always clown the Jordan brand and clown Jordan customers for like rebuying shoes, this is the reason why people have to rebuy shoes. You cannot, wear a 20-year-old shoe like you would wear it as if it came out yesterday. It doesn't work like that. These shoes fall apart, bro. So you want to make sure that, for me, as far as this shoe is gonna go, I'm gonna display it. It's rare, a lot of folks aren't gonna have this shoe. Period. They'll have the silhouette because this has been retroed a couple times, but they won't have a 1996 pair. Period. So, but that's my story. I won't ever do this again. I'm not above buying a 30, 20, or 20-year-old shoe though. That's kind of cool. I like old artifact type stuff like that. If this is old enough to be called artifact, I don't know. But I'll still buy old stuff if I can find them. That's the thing. You got to be able to find them. But probably won't wear them because they didn't design a lot of these shoes like they did with, for instance, the Air Jordan 1s. You can pretty much wear those until you can't anymore. They're pretty much designed. They don't really fall. I haven't seen a super old pair that's fallen apart. I saw a video of a dude that had a pair from the 1980s, and he can still wear them. They're super beat, don't get me wrong, but they're not like falling apart to the point where it's like, okay, got to give these up. He can still actually, rock them. They won't be considered fresh, but for those who care about the culture, you'd be like, oh man, you have a pair of those bands. They were a pair of bands. Or breads. Y'all funny when it comes to that. So but yeah, so that's my story, YouTube, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Definitely comment below, if you like the story, if you want to see more stuff like this. This is probably the only 20-year-old shoe I have. I do have the oldest shoe outside of this one, probably like 12 years, so I don't know how exciting that is, but I might cover that too. So look out for some limited pickups. I have my eye on something for next week in regards to that, but look out for a future video. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put these joints on ice. All right, royalty.